Welcome back. This is part 5 of the Kamakura series. Today we're headed to Kita Kamakura by bicycle. So if you watched the last episode, I told you I got lost a few times as I wasn't paying attention to the GPS. Well, this time I really get lost a few times, quite a few times. I suppose the most interesting thing about getting lost for me is that's when I find the most interesting bits of information or places or people. I love it. So I thought I'd try something a little unique today in this video, since we have a lot of riding ahead of us. I thought I would share a few Japanese words with you and teach you a few phrases. So the first word is doko. Doko means where. And to use it in Japanese, doko desu ka? Where is it? The second word, soko, or asoko. It means over there. Using it in Japanese, doko desu ka? Asoko desu. Where is it? Over there. All right, I'm going to throw two new words at you here. Achi, kochi. Achi means over there. Kochi means over here. Okay, here was a little bit of a detour. I got lost and I found this shrine. I said, well, I'm here, I might as well stop. Let's go in and explore it. So we did. Yeah, I rode my bicycle up this path rather than walking it. I didn't want to get my cleats all full of mud. You see, from the street, all you saw was that entrance. You didn't see any of this back here. So when I go by places like this, my mind automatically says, stop, you got to go in. It's screaming in my head. Get off your bike, go in and see it. There's so much to be explored and learned and experienced. So I did. The moisture in the air has been making my disc brakes on my bike squeal a little bit. I apologize for that as we go along, but now that we've explored that little area, don't you feel just a little better? I'm not a therapist, but I do believe in mental health and taking a moment to kind of absorb and enjoy what's out there in the world. It makes us feel better when we stop and smell the roses. There's another little bit of culture right there, like we saw at Hachimangu. This one, though, she's wearing the red kimono, not the white. The white is for the wedding. Before I came to Japan my first time in 1986, I had this impression in my head because I had watched the movie Shogun, and I thought everybody in Japan wore the kimonos and, you know, the traditional Japanese wear. And when I got here, I quickly realized that no, they wore regular Western style clothes. The beauty is that they still embrace the old clothing and customs while still living in the 21st century without forgetting their heritage. And that, I think, is extremely important. So because we're talking a little bit about culture here, I thought I'd throw another Japanese word at you. It's called geita, and it refers to the wooden shoes, the stilted wooden shoes that they wear in Japan from the old days. And before you ask the question you're thinking, yes, they're extremely uncomfortable to wear. Another word in Japanese is michi. Since I do a lot of bike riding, I ride on michis, streets. You're going to see here in a second I made a mistake and turned down this path. I was lost again. That's just the way it was. Sometimes it happens, and I'm happy to do it. Hey, Robert here. This is not it. Why do I need to make 15 minutes? You could hear me in the background talking to myself. That's in Japanese, we call that storigoto, talking to oneself. Yes, and I do answer myself sometimes. It's a bit difficult to see from this video angle, but this path up here to this shrine was rather steep. And you probably heard me say something like oomph. Konnichiwa. 入ってみていいですか？お坊さんがいないですか？はい、わかりました。じゃあ外から素敵なところね、山が。I don't know about other cyclists, but my favorite part of riding bikes is going down the hill. And I love to go woohoo as I go down. If you thought that short stint up the hill to the shrine was steep, this part was even steeper. It was probably close to 16% grade. I had to get off and walk my bike because I'm so out of shape. In all fairness, though, I was warned by a lady earlier on in the video who told me about this road. It's called Sakamichi, which means a road with a hill. And I said, oh, I'm all good with hills. Yeah, I misjudged it, didn't I? Did you notice that pause I had there? I stopped and looked at the rest of the hill that I had to climb. Wasn't having a happy time right then, but just remember what I said. When we get to the top of the hill and we go down, it's woohoo time. As we've rounded this corner, we are on the home stretch to ending this video today. This bike trip from the Daibutsu over to Kita Kamakura. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Comments are critical. I'm trying to grow the channel. Also, please share this with your friends if you liked it. I appreciate your support. Before we actually get to the end here, I want to tell you that this was supposed to be a four video series, but there was so much material, I felt like I didn't want to cut too much of it out. I wanted to share as much of it with you as possible so that you could enjoy it. Well, it didn't end up being 4. This is 5, and we have one extra bonus, which will be 6. We'll be headed to Inkakuji, which is a temple in Kita Kamakura. Ingakuji is actually a compound of several buildings, and spoiler alert, we get to even listen to some of the chanting that the monks are doing in one of their services there. So thanks for following along, and I look forward to sharing the next adventure with you. Have a great day.